Lately, I have been into Dutch doors, and this time I'm going to be creating some Dutch doors journal spreads so that I can journal about being silenced and letting my growth speak for itself.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Jasmine Plans. This is Jasmine. If you are new here, welcome. I am so glad to have you. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, we are going to be setting up a week-long journaling spread. And of course, I like to use prompts from Anika's Creative Closet. This theme is about moving in silence and letting your growth speak for itself. And she introduced this by saying, this week, we're focused on quiet discipline. Protecting your peace, your plans, and your mental space. Every goal doesn't need an audience. Every season doesn't need applause. You owe no one explanations for choosing peace over performance. So we're going to take this 7 days to stay focused, grounded, and intentional. Let's move in silence and let's let our growth speak for itself. And this stuck out to me because I feel like I'm in a season of growing, and I feel like there is a certain section of my life that I keep talking about out loud, and it keeps progressing and getting stagnant. And this time I decided I am going to grow in silence with it. And just watch me work. Just watch this happen. So I wanted to create some Dutch door spreads. So to create those spreads, I am going to be bringing out a shop that I haven't used in a while. This is Planything's Awesome Days. Awesome Autumn Days. That's because the spread is going to turn out awesome. That's why I'm mixing up those words. And I want to use these large leaves here in particular. I also have near me, I don't know exactly what I'm going to use, what I'm going to leave out, but I did pull out some washi tape. These are all from Planything as well. I will have her shop linked down below. And last, I do have some like scrap paper that typically comes with the monthly subscriptions that I was a part of last year. I was literally just collecting these things. I knew I had a plan to use them, but I just never got to it. So I was thinking to use this here. I like the back of that. I can even use a little bit of that or both. We'll see exactly how this is going to go. I really have no plan at this moment. So let's just go ahead and put it all together. So since I wanted 7 days in a spread, I can't start on this side because then my 7th day ends on like the back of one of these sheets. So I'm going to be starting over here, and my days are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I hope nobody's kid is in the back going 6, 7. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That is my 7 days. Again, with doing a Dutch door, I absolutely have no clue what I am really doing. I am just going with the flow. I really just want to have a little piece with playing with my stickers. Right. Starting out with this washi tape. Kind of wanted this to be in the back. I absolutely love plaid. As a kid, I hated plaid. It was like the ugliest thing your parent could put on you. And now as an adult, it's like you can see and appreciate the beauty of plaid. So I'm just going to turn my journal around. And we're going to get it on the edge of the page just like this. I did hear there's a such thing as like pulling your washi tape too tight. And I think sometimes I do that. I want to make this border a thick border though. Okay, so we're just going to chop down the bottom of the page. We'll probably round out the corners afterwards. But as of right now, I'm not worried about that. All right, we're going to do 2 to make this nice and thick. think I should try to make both tapes line up. Can I? Is that possible? Right. It looks like it's lined up as best as it can be. Right. Debating, should we go in for a third row or is that enough? Okay. I think we should go ahead and just do a third row on here. So that way, whatever I decide to do on this next page, because I think the leaves are gonna go next. I think I'm messing it up. Who knows? Who cares? Let's just get it down. It's plaid, so I feel like it can't look too bad. So it's gonna clean this up a little bit up here. So we were able to cut that down the best we can. Now next, what I want to do, I think I want my leaves to kind of be able to come out on top of that. So let's see if I'm gonna do this right. Okay, so we have our Planything book, and we're gonna take our leaves. Are the pages perforated here? They are, so we're just gonna take out our pages. We're just gonna go with one for now. So maybe starting from the bottom because I can kind of see here. I think right about here should be fine. Hopefully I won't feel as if I needed something else with it, but I really just wanted the leaves. And this time, unlike last time, let's get a little more color there. I'm going to do the full decorating, and then we'll go through with what the affirmations are for each day, and as well as the prompts. So that way, hopefully, you know, I don't sound so like jumbled up. I'm going to apologize now if you do hear the train in the background. At this point, I decided it is what it is. That's what happens here. I live in New York City. Well, I don't live in New York City anymore. Right out of sight of New York City. But we have trains. The trains make noise. If you're a New Yorker, you're used to it. You don't really hear it. If you're not a New Yorker, it's something you got to get used to. Okay. So hopefully I didn't do too badly with placing down these leaves. But next what I'm going to do is cut out around the leaves. All right, so I got out my gyro cutting tool. It's like a swivel cutting tool. And here is my cutting board. This is from the Dollar Tree. Just gonna place that down. Because I know my head is gonna go into the camera, you probably won't catch me cutting this because I am going around a clear sticker. All right, so there goes the cut off pieces. The gyro cut makes that really easy. I really need to work on like how I peel my pages up off of the gyro cut because I really just feel like it makes my pages curl just a bit. I think that is super cute. All right, now I need to do something with this page, and I feel like it should be something solid along there. So I think I'm gonna go ahead with this washi tape. And as you can see, I was kind of like collecting washi tape for the most part. Washi tape is something that I love to see on planning pages. However, I feel like I just haven't mastered the use of washi tape. Just turning that around so I can figure out what to do with my journal. Because I need some of the leaf poking out. And I think it is safe to stop here. I'm just gonna double check it with the other page. I think we're safe leaving this here. And being that this is going to be a straight edge, I should be able to just go in with my scissors and just cut that page down. I kind of feel as if I should have backed this up a little more with my cut. The good thing about washi paper, it moves pretty easy. So let's go down a little more so you can get a little bit more of the leaf showing. I don't know why I'm reusing this washi tape. I think that looks a little better. Okay, so now this is going to be page 1. What should I do? I feel like we can go in with more leaves. We can go in with more leaves, or we can go ahead and maybe use like this paper maybe. All right. I think this paper will go like solid on another part of the page. So let's just go in with more leaves. And I think it's going to be okay if these leaves go over this page. And in case we run out, there is another page of leaves, so we don't have to worry about how many leaves we have or don't have. In the book, there was also like a page of fall sweaters, and I was thinking to actually do the fall sweaters instead of the leaves, but we already started it, so we'll just do leaves. We're gonna go back in with our cutting board here, and we're going to again cut out the leaves. All right, so we went ahead and did our cut. I feel like I've heard before that you should peel, instead of like peeling the paper up, which is kind of like a bad habit, you should peel your cutting board away. Okay. So that is how that looks. So that's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have to figure out what we're doing on this side of the page. I feel as though I don't think I want to try to, I don't know, as best as possible. I feel like I don't want to try to, maybe we could put this on this page completely. I feel like that throws me off. You know what? This right here is so perfect. I am going to miss this. However, I just feel like this is perfect right here. We are going to go ahead and do that. All right, so I have my Tombow adhesive tape, and we are just going to run some tape on the back of this. I know I'm going to need to pick up my clip. Actually, not on the back. We're going to run some tape on the page. And in case you wonder, I got this clip from Love and Light Charms. Okay, so just putting some glue adhesive onto that page. Okay. And then we can cut down the rest of that. Maybe I wonder if I should just change out this washi to my leaves washi. Let's just see how it will look. But anyway, it's going to be on this side. All right. So I got to peel this washi tape slow because it reminds me that it rips before I really want it to rip. So we'll place this here. Oh, I really think I like that. I feel like Dutch drawers is a thing where you just have to play around with it. Now, honestly, the next part of me really wants to, like, what am I doing with all these pieces here? I feel like I don't really want to stick leaves in there again. Let's go through in the book and see what else we have. So there are like pumpkins, houses. We do have more leaves. I don't know if those leaves could stretch for 2 more parts. Maybe we can do these florals with it. We always gotta have a little bit of florals, right? Shall we try? Let's just go ahead and make it easy and do leaves again. Let's try to speed this up because I still want to go through my prompts from Anika's Creative Closet. We're going to try to get them in as best as possible. Typically, I know these like Dutch store spreads work best with stickers that you can like flip around. I obviously wasn't worried about that. I kind of like to just do it and then see what happens after. I don't want to have to like cut some of the leaf because then it's really going to take away from the shape that we have here. And then we have this here. And then I'm going to just go in and take off some of that excess clear sticker paper that is peeking through. If anything, that might be the most time-consuming thing. I just don't want anything like sticking to it. Hopefully this is not like the worst you've ever seen. All right, so I still got to work out the back of this page. And I think I'm going to switch this washi out for the leaves washi. So I hope we have enough leaves now. Okay, so I'm just going to chop these up a bit. I'm like really hoping chopping them up is not going to make my Dutch door like look ugly. Lesson learned, work with flipped images is what it's really telling me right now. That is how I have this set up. We did say we're going to switch out this washi, so let's do this right now. Okay, so we're going to put down this washi tape. Just got to remember to like unroll it slowly because it will rip. And we're just cutting down the edges properly. I'm not too sure if I really even want to round the corners. I do have a corner punch, but I'm not focused on rounding the corners right now. I do need to cut this down. All right, so for the most part, I think our pages are set up. We have this cover page that says fall is proof that change is beautiful. Then we have our page with our leaves and the washi paper with the leaves. And this one, I do wish I did bring in a little bit more of this washi tape because I really do enjoy it. But it's time to put down the affirmations for the day. And I'm going to read to you the prompts for each day as well. So I have our autumn boxes from Mojo, Jojo plans. These boxes are going to be for writing down the affirmations for each day. So we'll go through the affirmations as well as the prompt questions that you can use for each of the days. And we'll place first one down here. And what's going to get written in that box is the affirmation for day 1, which says, my peace is my preparation. Every silent moment builds a foundation for my next season. And the questions for day 1 are, what does peace look like in my current season of life? How can I incorporate silence into my preparation instead of feeling pressured to share everything? Silence is really important. What distractions can I release to create more mental stillness? So that is all for day 1. For day 2, the affirmation is, I'm not missing out. I am mastering alignment in private. And I think that sounds so perfect. and just checking out the sizes of my boxes. So for day 2, the journaling prompts for that day is, how can I redefine missing out to support my goals instead of my fears? What habits help me feel aligned with my purpose even when no one sees it? How does working in private build my confidence and discipline? So sorry I had it a little bit out of frame, but I just pulled 2 boxes for the affirmation. And if you notice this time, I'm not using any dolls on my page. So for day 3, the affirmation is, silence is not weakness. It's wisdom choosing peace over performance. And the journal prompts for day 3 are, when have I felt pressure to prove myself instead of trusting my process? How can I remind myself that silence is my strength, or that silence is strength? And if you want these prompts for yourself, just go ahead, go into Anika's Creative Closet, click on the blog, and it is always there. For day 4, the affirmation is, discipline is my love language to my future self. I think I love that the most out of everything. I should have some quotes that I'm going to pull out in a little bit that can also match this as well. So the journaling prompts for day 4 are, what area of my life needs more discipline right now? How can I make consistency feel rewarding instead of exhausting? How does my future self thank me for when I stay committed in silence? I just want to get down 2 more boxes. I feel like going with this really large box on one of these days. And maybe I should find the large one with the lines. And that can go right into here. It doesn't have to only stay on the white space. And then the same for this box. We'll keep it right up at the corner, up top here. And then we have 2 more boxes that does need to go down. So for day 5, the affirmation is, I don't chase recognition, I attract results through quiet consistency. The journaling prompt says, when have I been tempted to share too soon just for validation? How does consistency bring me closer to fulfillment, not attention? What result am I working toward that deserves my silent focus? This is making me think, like, we all know that one person, maybe 2 people, who have to say like everything that they're doing. It's like, do you really think somebody cares? Sometimes you really want to say that to them, but I'm the person who tries to be the nicest in the world. But I will be that person that keeps it to myself. For day 6, the affirmation says, I release the noise. My clarity grows in the quiet. The journaling prompt is, what kind of noise, mental, emotional, or digital, has been draining your focus? I like that it includes digital. What boundaries do I need to protect my peace? What activities restore clarity when my mind feels cluttered? And then there's a third question for day 6, and I will go through day 7. Now for day 7, my silence speaks louder than my announcements. My progress doesn't need proof. Journaling prompts are, what progress have I made that only I can see but still matters deeply? How can I celebrate private victories this weekend? What does moving in silence look like for me going forward? And those are all just so beautiful. I want to pull out some quotes, some affirmation quotes. So just give me a second. I'm going to throw down some quotes and then we will do a final flip through. All right, so I have some quotes from Martinez sticker code that I am sticking down on some of these pages. They are from a variety of different sticker sheets. If you are ever interested in using some or getting some quotes from Martinez sticker code, you can go ahead and use my code Jasmine15 to save on your order. All right, so just getting ready for the final flip through. Here's what we have. We have our cover page, I guess. Fall is proof that change is beautiful. Then we have give yourself some credit. What is meant to be yours is already yours. This is the beginning of loving yourself. My body is relaxed. My mind is calm. My soul is at peace. Sometimes done is better than perfect. To the person I was, I love you. To the person I am proud of you. To the person I'll be, I'm excited for you. You owe it to become everything you've ever dreamed of. Thank you for joining me today for doing some Dutch doors in my journal. I hope you stick around on this channel to join me next time. So click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the thumbs up if you haven't already. And until next time, happy planning. Bye.